A lot of employers here grapple with the idea of bringing workers back into the office. Interesting moves there. As the Wall Street Journal reports, JPMorgan is telling its floor trading staff to come back to the office, and that's getting a bit of some applause here from President Trump. And joining us now for more on that is Yahoo Finance's Cheung, who covers the banks for us. And Brian, I mean, this would be a big move in terms of those big institutions calling people back in.
Zach, it will be a big move, but let's rewind to yesterday. The news coming out originally reported by the Wall Street Journal that the country's largest bank, JPMorgan Chase, said it would bring its sales and trading team back into the office. They want bodies back in the office by September 21st. Early this morning, President Trump nodding to that news, saying, quote, "Congratulations to JPMorgan Chase for ordering everyone back to office on September 21st. Will always be better than working from home." That, again, being tweeted earlier in the morning today. But here's the problem. It's not entirely true. It's not everyone that's going back to work at JPMorgan. Based on the reporting from the Wall Street Journal, it's really only the senior most members of some of those trading and sales teams, managing directors, some executive directors, that will be called back to work. Junior analysts, which represent a large portion of that particular workforce, will not be required to come back to work and can remain at home here. Now, of course, the other question is whether or not other banks will follow JPMorgan's lead here. We do have Goldman Sachs that had said earlier in the week that they would start to bring back people in certain divisions, with workers perhaps in some cases rotating in and out. Although it does seem like JPMorgan Chase, among the other Wall Street firms, has been the most aggressive so far. Zach.
Yeah, and you talk about those exceptions and who might be recalled back into the office. There's also exceptions there for people who have childcare issues or medical issues tied to the return as well. But I mean, this is a tricky question because it's something we highlighted earlier in the show. There's liability at hand here. There's the question of privacy and testing and how you enforce some of these mask mandates in the office as well. But I guess it sounds like some of these institutions weighing the benefit here and saying that it outweighs the cost of everyone continuing to work from home.
Absolutely. And I think for those that might be watching this wondering why banks need to get some of these white collar employees back into the office, I think that when it comes to this type of business, we do have to understand that the idea of the trading floor is a very integral part of the operations. In fact, it's hard to say to what degree the volatility that we saw back in March and April was because of anything that had to do with working from home. But there were anecdotes online of people having difficulty making trades or completing transactions with the rigs that they had set up at their home. So I think that this underscores the reason why JPMorgan Chase, specifically with their sales and trading divisions, want to bring those people back into the office. When you also consider that JPMorgan Chase is also making an enormous investment into a brand new shiny office in Midtown Manhattan, it does kind of underscore that they would want to make use of the capital that they've already invested in, although that building is not yet complete. But at the end of the day, again, these workers are being pushed back to work. It'll be interesting to see, Zach, if other Wall Street firms follow.
Yeah, not to mention that's the segment of the business that's holding up through all this, doing pretty well across whichever firm you're looking at. The sales and trading aspect of that business doing quite well. But Brian Cheung, appreciate you bringing us that update.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.